Hi, this is Sherry Veronica, and we want to talk about surveillance and the one that we want to talk about the type of surveillance that can actually invade someone, an individual's privacy. Here is Patricia, and she is going to give you a quick explanation of what she's going through living on Flamboyant in Sunset Crest. Patricia?
Yes, hi, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, Tina Powers, um, and her organization and the police put up cameras on Joseph Jordan's land, and I've heard Joseph Jordan told them that he gave them no permission to put them it on his land, but because it's Tina, the police allowed her to do it, and they were monitoring to make sure that it's done. The issue I have with those cameras was that I sent you a video this morning, disturbing videos at 7 o'clock this morning, which is today's the 5th of July.
Yes.
And where her daughter and them came, walk up right to my path, and then when they were going back, recording me. Now I'm supposed to stay 200 yards from those two individuals. But why is it they live in Cordia Avenue? Why is it they're allowed to come where I am in my space? Why is it every time I go out, they know when I go out, because for them to come on the property? Why am I being monitored and the other tenants being monitored, and some of them have kids? And most of those people, police and Home Affairs Minister, the Tina and her organization, all of them have the surveillance on the phones, So can you imagine so many people watching you on your phone, Miss Veronica?
No, I can't. You're saying that the cameras that are pointed at your place of residence, they can actually watch it from. They can actually watch your goings and comings from their phone. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
That's the issue. That's the issue, because usually people put up surveillance to and it goes towards the road or the parking lot or whatever. But this surveillance is actually right on where you live and others in that particular complex where they live. And you're saying that children live at these residences at these apartments, so it's invasive.
Yes.
It's invasive because you should have some sort of right to expect privacy when you're home.
But not only that, some of she had the gentleman, I will find the name of the company, deliberately, intentionally point the cameras to our bedrooms.
Right.
Because the other neighbor is very disappointed. She has a daughter and she didn't like it. She can't open her window.
So let's hope that this particular video gets to the right ears, because nothing about what you're saying seems to be legal. Nothing. It seems very, very off.
I cannot even open up my mind either, because if this angle I stand up, I could see the cameras pointing directly into my bedroom.
Yeah.
And it is wrong. But then the day for yesterday, Pavasino, the 3rd, had a big suitcase.
You're talking about the 3rd of July. The 3rd of July.
July, sorry, right. The 3rd of July, 2023. When I only leave for about 10 minutes. And when I come back, she was waiting for when I leave. When I came back, she was pulling a big suitcase and 3 bags, going to the same number 9, where I have told the AG and the commissioner they have to have some sort of investigations going on in there. Because one time I did an interview where the police had surveillance government surveillance stuff inside that condo. And it was a security guard, an ex-police officer, was the one who was monitoring the cameras and stuff. I had all those videos sent to the public a while back.
Right.
But it should not be right. And they allegedly want to pass a bill stating that you cannot record the police allegedly. And, you have to allegedly have permission and GIS or whatever to record. And then a 1454 Phillips a few months ago, when he was doing something illegally, trying to evict somebody on instructions of powers, and I recorded that video. He says he cannot wait until they pass the bill. And this had been really frightening when he said so. So who is going to protect the Barbados citizens? Why are we protecting the criminals and not the Barbados, the public? I understand what they're saying, that I think and I feel the major public, when you're recording, make sure you have all your facts straight, and you have to be careful what you say. If you're not too sure of anything, say allegedly. Because mine is genuine, but I don't want anybody to be making bad for me. But who's going to protect the Bajan public when you have cameras, the cameras all over the island with sound? Look at Bats Rock, where you could hear everything people are saying. The one Oystins by the arcade, you could hear everything.
Yeah, but if it's public, if the cameras are in the public arena, you cannot expect any degree of privacy if if you're in the public space. But when you're home,
Miss Veronica, hear me out. The monitoring is fine, but the sound, I want someone to come, the government coming to ask me this, if that's legal.
But it has to be,
especially the ones,
because it's public. You're out in public. You're out in public.
I understand that, but okay, the ones down Bats Rock, so close to the restaurant, the one at Oystins, where the arcade is, that has to be really close to hear you could hear everything somebody's saying. There's surveillance cameras up somewhere up Silver Sands. If I look at them, pointing right at somebody's balcony. You could actually see the beach, but you could see the person's balcony. So someone who wants to what's the exact word I want to use? I hope I want to use the proper word.
But don't use it because
the person leave.
Right.
Yeah, wait until the person leaves to come into the
Right.
And invite
it. So just pull it home. Just bring it home now.
So we have to start talking about that. If it's allegedly they're going to try to pass that bill for that purpose, they're passing it for the wrong reason. Because they have to watch some of the people in the government that are using devices illegally. That's what they have to do.
Okay.
And we have to start talking about it.
Okay. So yeah, this show was about surveillance that's pointed directly at people's homes in Flamboyant, in Sunset Crest, right at the bedroom window, right at people know when you come and go. And as I was thinking that, yeah, people put surveillance cameras on their homes and it faces towards the street or towards their car in the parking lot or whatever, but to have a camera pointed at people's personal place, unless they can say, well, it's a rental and it's our business and we're just protecting our business. And what do you have to say if they were to say that is their business, you're renting, and they're just protecting their rental businesses? What would you say to that, Patricia?
No, because the person in we're talking about Tina Pabas, doesn't own anything, and Jordan had told her and the police he did not want it on his land.
Oh, that's very important. Okay.
He didn't want it on his land, and he also got charged for those same cameras too.
Okay. Yeah.
When does it stop?
So it's not as though you can go and stick a camera on some pole and point it towards her home, or you cannot put a camera on a pole and point it towards anyone in Barbados. It just doesn't seem. It's crazy. It's just something that's crazy. What's going on there? Okay, so bring it home. We're getting off now.
Yes, but thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
We need to have a more discussion on the cameras.
Okay, alrighty. This is Chef Veronica, Naked Departure Radio.